welcome back to the channel. It's all go here this morning. We've been drying barley. Now it's what, 11 o'clock. We've just gone down the field with the combine. It's the 1st of August, by the way, today, Tuesday the 1st. I'm just unloading the dryer now into this trailer, as you can see. And Mum and Dad are combining. They're not combining, they're just having a chat on the walkie-talkies. Everyone's scrambling about today because tomorrow it looks like a really wet, damp, dull, horrible day. So I've got the balers down there. They're baling my spring barley. Hopefully we get that all baled up. Jobs are good. Here we are. We've got a rake, we've got a fent with a, I think it's a fent or crone rake as well in the field. That field's been raked and baled, that 30 acre. Now we're in the other 30 acre with a load of goros. That's why it's called the gore field. But there's Mr. Easton over there with his John Deere combine. Looks like he's started in another field. I think he's still doing winter barley. He loves a mention with his fast tracks and Stewart trailers. Look smart. But yeah, we've got Equifeeds. They have all, well, most of our straw. They're chasing about today, trying to beat the rain. We're chasing about today, trying to beat the rain. I think last year I mentioned that Martin, he's on the baler. There's Massey baler and Massey tractor. That's M&C Agri Services. And yeah, they got a bit more to do this year because we got a bit more land. So just how it is. Barley is a nightmare, and we're fed up with barley. We want to move on to some wheat now. This is the last field of barley. We want to move on to some wheat, or maybe the oats. Don't know. The weather is shocking. I mean, that cloud over there does not look good. It's not meant to rain. Touch wood, it's not meant to. Righto, so about 2 days have gone by since you see the footage in the field of us combining and Martin baling. Yeah, we're nearly out the door with the grain. So then when that shed's full, that's all dry in there. We've been running the dryer for about a day and a half now, constantly. And yeah, when that shed's full, we're going to put it in this shed and then load out of this shed first, and then the beans are going to go in this shed whenever we get to cut them. Yeah, so me and Dad started about 6:30 this morning. Like I say, we ran the dryer all day yesterday, and then half a day the day before, just because of the weather. If it's raining, you can't really, well, you can dry, but it takes a lot more gas up, and gas is expensive. So I'm nearly filling this shed up. Got 3 fans in here at the moment at the back there. They're on. I have to just switch them on. They're not on some sort of fancy humidity thing where when the humidity gets whatever too hot, it turns them on. I just have to switch them on as and when I think it needs it. I've got another fan I can put in somewhere in the middle when this shed's full up. Yeah, it's just trying to ventilate barley is a bit more, well, I'd say important than wheat. Just needs to get the air through it, even though most of it in here now has been through the dryer and is sort of 13.5 moisture. Some at the back there's probably 14.6, 14.7, which is still all right, but just put some air through it, draw it out even more. And yeah, so grain walling is come in handy. You can get a fair stack in here. And yeah, we've had 3 lorry load out here already, and then I've got another 2 to come out as and when they decide to pitch up. 2 lorry loads come out, and then another 2 to come out, and then Dad's got I think 3 to come out of here. What we've cut all together so far, winter and spring barley, we've cut about 150 acre with our little combine so far. We've got probably another nearer 300 to do. Wheat, beans and oats as well. So yeah, and the weather don't look that cracky. It talks about being sort of warm, I think end of next week or something like that, something stupid like that. But you can't read every day. You may as well look at what it's going to be tomorrow, because the weather forecast is shocking. But just one of them things. I think every YouTuber, every farmer is on about the weather, but we just got we hope we've done the right decision. Just get it cutted, get it in the shed. This shed full up. Okay, so I've put 4 fans in that other shed you've just seen that I said's full up. Now we're in here. Yeah, turns out, even though I did all that work in there, this shed is becoming handy for some storage. We're putting this in here at 13 or sometimes 12.5 moisture once it's been through the dryer. So all that in there is dry. All this in here, well, there's going to be in here, it's going to be dry. We've still got probably, I don't know how many ton in that other shed. I'll be glad to see the back of that other shed, and then we can get cutting some wheat. We need that shed clear, the wet shed clear, and then we can start cutting some wheat. Even the wheat's ready, it's fit, but we just need to, if we can cut some at probably 16% moisture, run it through the dryer, dump it in that back shed, then tip it in one of them bays there when we know it's dry. It's just the fact of getting this barley all dried up so we ain't got bits and pieces all over the place, and we'll be alright. So because the way this shed is, a bit of an awkward one to load up. Like I was saying, I think in probably last video, I can't remember. So just put the elevator near the door, tip up there, so my trailer's outside basically, and then just put a full load in here, and then shovel it up with a telehandler. That's the plan. Should be probably 80 ton, 90 ton to go in here now. The rest is in this shed. Park my truck in the way because the extension lead for the elevator runs all the way along here. I don't want no one coming in the yard and just running over the lead. So park that in the way. Bit of security. But yeah, because this shed's full up, we've probably got 90 or 80 ton to put in there. I'd say we did what, nearer 3 ton an acre, or just about 3 ton an acre. The bushel weight ain't fantastic. I think that was 63, I think. Just one of them years, but by the time it goes through the dryer, that puts the overall weight up. We're putting nearer 10, that dryer's maxed out. Dad, he loads it up, and by the time he puts the bigger trailer out of this one, the newer Easterby, in there, by the time it's dried, it drops down, what, that much? So it's putting weight on as it goes through the dryer, which then puts the overall bushel weight up. So we're gaining a bit of money putting it through the dryer, as well as cleaning it. You can see what sort of sample it's making. Absolutely lovely sample. It's quite plump grain as well. So this was, we've got spring barley and winter barley. Bolton winter barley drilled at 185 kilograms a hectare. That was sort of minimum tilled in. And then we've got LG Diablo, that's spring barley. And Irina, I think, as well. Either way, we need some lorries here to start getting a bit cleared out, because, like I say, we're going to put this shed into beans when they get cut, but they're a while off it. They're still as green as that shed there, so they're holding out a fair bit. Oats in there, and then wheat in there, and then wheat over at farm too as well. So we'll see how we get on. We might be cutting wheat next week. Anyway, that'll do for this video. Not too exciting because all we're doing is drying barley. But stay with me, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We'll be on to wheat soon, I promise, I promise. Thank you very much, I really appreciate it. We're nearly at 3,000 subscribers, which is mad. Mad for a little farm. I can't believe the amount of people that want to watch and want to view and want to see what we get up to. I mean, we're probably one of the smallest farms around here, and we do get up to a lot, so really appreciate it, and keep it coming. I'm going to get this unloaded, get another load in the dryer, bish bash bosh. It's a 10-ton dryer, but what we've got out of it, by the time we put 10 ton in there, probably shrinks down to about 9.5 ton, like I was saying earlier. But I don't know how much we've done today, like tonnage wise, don't know. Nearly got down to one bay left, so we're nearly there.